Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and I am replaying Seaver's 1971 season. And we are facing Los Angeles in Los Angeles at Dodger Stadium. Um, we are in the top of the eighth inning, and Seaver has a 1-0 no hitter going. That's right. Mets are up. It's going to be Cleon Jones, followed by Aspromonte and Grody. And then Tom Seaver will face Haller, Valentine, and Claude Osteen in the. And Claude Osteen is out, actually. Claude Osteen is out at this point. So, because he's got an 11 there, he's gone 7 innings, given up a run, that's 8 points. So, if you give up at least 1 run in deep drive baseball, so it's 7 innings. That's 7 points, minus 7 points. He's given up at least 1 run, so that's 1 additional point. So that would be minus 8 points. And then how many times has he gotten through the lineup? And he's gone through the lineup 3 times. So that's 11 points, exactly 11. So he's used up his points. I got to bring in a new pitcher here to start off the inning. And that's what we'll do. I'm using PC Replay Baseball. And that's helping me kind of keep track of what's going on in the game and so on and so forth. Replay is a great game. It's a fun game. I want to start playing that again. So let's look and see. Mickelson has appeared in 13 games. This is about 2 months into the season. And I'll tell you a little bit about Seaver's record. But really what's exciting right now is he's got a no-hitter going in it'll be the bottom of the 8th. And all it takes is 1 roll to end that no-hitter, but he's got 6 outs to go. Let's see how close he can get. Usually, when I start filming these, it's the next couple of batters, and the no-hit bid is over. It's just how it works. The minute you talk about it, the minute you start filming, party's over. But we'll see what happens. So Cleon Jones is a tough righty, so we're going to bring in a righty, and we'll bring in. You know what? Mickelson is gone. Yeah, we'll bring in Mickelson. He's their closer, if you will. And let's see if I have them available, because I didn't cut out everybody, just because I didn't feel like spending a lot of time cutting out every single player. I have them here next to me on a sheet. So let's see. I may not have him already cut out, so I'll just pull up the sheet and use him that way and cut him out with a scissor very quickly. And yep, he's not here in this set. So, Mickelson, let's see, there he is. Look right at the top of the sheet. And that's his pitching card. Oh, in deep drive baseball, almost everybody gets a batting card. All the pitchers mostly get a batting card. All right. All right, so there he is. Pete Mickelson starts the inning. Now, we may have to pull a double switch here, simply because he's due up next inning and he can go 2. So I'll want him to finish out the game so I don't have to keep on making a lot of switches. So let me quickly make that move and see what the deal is here. And you know what? I'm going to bring in Billy Buckner to Billy Buckner. Let me see who I have at toward the end of the lineup. Lefevre, second base, Lefevre. Bill Russell. Let me see. Can Bill Russell? Bill Russell can play second base, and I'll bring in Bill Russell. He's going to replace Lefevre. So Bill Russell's coming into the 9th spot. And then in the 6th spot, I'll put where is he? Pitchers. Brewer, Dunning, Satin. Who did I say was going to pitch? Mickelson. I don't see Mickelson. What happened here? Wait a second. Let me undo everything. Hold on a second. Let me cancel. Because I put Mickelson in. Let me undo that sub. And let me redo the whole thing quickly. Pretty easy to follow once you get. All right. So I'm going to bring in Russell in that 9th spot. And then I'm going to bring in pitcher bullpen. Mickelson. Oh, no, Mickelson in the Lefevre spot. And we're pulling a double switch. And at second base is going to be Russell. All right. Confirm. Done. Double switch completed. And here goes Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones batted .319 in 136 games. He's a heck of a player in 1971. Had a little down year in 1970. Batted .284. All right, here's a pitch from Pete Mickelson. That's a 95 and a 0. That's lined and caught by the first baseman, Wes Parker. Hit it right on the screws, but right at Parker. Bob Aspromonte. It's a pitch to Aspromonte. That's a 30 and an 8. And that's a fly ball center field. A lot of outs here, so that creates a situation where when I get to Seaver, we may get a hit. So Jerry Grody, Pete Mickelson, 2 outs. Another out, 84 and a 5. And that is a ground ball to the shortstop. And across the diamond, and that retires the side. They throw out Grody easily on that grounder. And here we go, bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Tom Seaver facing Tom Haller. Tom Haller, Bobby Valentine, and then it's going to be Bill Russell. Bottom of the 8th, no hitter for Seaver. Let me let my dog out because he's real excited. All right, here goes. Tom Terrific. And that's a 91, and that is a line drive, and it is caught by the second baseman. Foley is right there. Caught it right before it hit the ground for out number 1. Next is Bobby Valentine. 5 outs away, and that'll be it. Line drive, base hit. Bobby Valentine breaks up the no-hitter just like that. Party's over. It's a 1-0 game. Bill Russell, and we're going to bunt with Russell. Now let's throw that 20-sided die. It's a 47 and a 9, and that is going to be a good to the third baseman. So a good sacrifice. That's going to move the tying run over. So Seaver has just lost his no-hit bid, unfortunately. And it's 2 outs, and it's Maury Wills. 1 hitter so far for Tom Terrific. Throw that 20, looking for the 1, and here's a 77, and that is strike 3. Strikes out Wills, and that retires the side. Unfortunately, Seaver's lost his no-hitter. And it's going to be Don Hahn versus Mickelson here in the top of the 9th. See if Tom Seaver can hold on with a 1-hitter. A 69 and a 4, and that is a strikeout. So Hahn swings and misses at a pitch outside the strike zone. Here's Tom Terrific. He's got a hit today. That's a 70. That's a defensive lookup. And a 51 is going to tell us that that is a comebacker to Mickelson. And Mickelson grabs it and rushes it and throws over the first baseman's head. And Seaver around first into second base. Retrieving it is the right fielder, Crawford. But Seaver makes it to second base. It's going to be a 2-base error on the pitcher. So an E plus. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Wait a second. It's got to be an E plus on the pitcher, and that. All right, hold on a second. All right. All right. And now just kind of putting all this back Um, so Seaver is going to, it's a successful sacrifice. Hold on a second. Jesus Christ. Because when I went backwards, I lost one of the outs, and okay, it's a two-base error. Okay, it's a two-base error on the pitcher, and Seaver's at second base, and here comes Buddy Harrelson. And a wild pitch there, and that's a 94 and a 4, and that is a ground ball second base. Seaver is going to make it to third on that. So Seaver's on third base. It's 1-0 Mets. Top of the ninth, 2 outs. Oh, that's a potential wild pitch. And a 24 may be a wild pitch, and this may score a run. 24, and it's a wild pitch if he's a D or an F. Mickelson is an F. So he spikes, and he spikes a fastball. It gets by Haller, and in comes Seaver on the wild pitch. And Mets are up 2-0. Here's Foley. That's an 11, and that's a strikeout. So that retires the side. And it's Seaver trying to finish this out. He's got a one-hitter going here, 2-0. Bottom of the ninth. He's going to be facing Willie Crawford. Pitched an amazing game. That's an 11. That's a little ground ball and through the right side for a single into right field. And that's going to bring up the tying run to the plate, Willie Davis. Some action in the Mets bullpen. That's a 33 and a 9. And that's an out off the batter card, and a 9 is a fly ball. Right center field over is Hahn, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Dick Allen, power hitting Dick Allen, 23 home runs in 1971. So he can connect here, and with one swing of the bat, this game can be tied. Hopefully not. Tom Terrific with a one-hitter. It's a great game. Here's a pitch, and that is a 28 and a 1, and that's popped up. Oh, a 28, strike 3. Blows a fastball by Dick Allen, who steps away from, walks back to the dugout, shaking his head. Let me look at how many strikeouts Seaver has in this game. Seaver has 11 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a one hit. A masterful performance by Tom Terrific, a one-hitter. He's facing Wes Parker, switch hitting first baseman, above average first baseman. About a 274, had a above average season, I guess, for this era. I mean, average would be, I guess, 250. Above average would be anything above that. Not a good season, not near 300, and not an excellent season or a super excellent season. About a 274, had 6 home runs. Not much power in 600 at bats. Not very little power. Stole 6 bases, drove in 62. All right, there's 2 outs, runner on first. And here's the pitch from Tom Terrific. This will be his second shutout in about 3 games, in the last 3 games. And that is 36 and a 6. And that is he rips it to second base. Foley up with it, flips to Harrelson, steps on the bag, and ball game is over. Mets win it. Seaver with a 1-hit shutout. Oh, a 2-hit shutout. Crawford, of course, with the second hit in the 9th inning. And I'll tell you a little bit about Tom Seaver. Improves his record to 7-1. And let's take a look at, so where are we? This game was played June 4th, 1971, against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. Claude Osteen started off, and Seaver with 11 strikeouts, 9 innings. And let's look at if offensively, Tommy Agee got 2 hits. He's batting 241. Clendenin 1 for 4, batting 263. Harrelson went 1 for 4, batting 316, and Don Hahn 2 for 4, batting 228. Tom Seaver had a hit. He's batting 135. He's a 200 hitter, 199 hitter. So Tom Terrific, we close this out. And unfortunately, you know, I was real excited. I wanted to stream this, and no luck for Tom Terrific's no hitter, and that's about it. CP Cards and Dice. Check out our Facebook group page for Deep Drive Baseball. It's called Deep Drive Baseball, and or check out Delphi. Delphi has Deep Drive group as well. Go there, Deep Drive group over at Delphi. And this Deep Drive Baseball, you can try it out for $1. And you pick a whole season with every player for $12. It plays very, very fluid. You can look up the other games I have on Deep Drive Baseball. I have a ton of games. It's a lot of fun. Once I start playing, I can't stop playing it. That's the issue. You know, it's a lot of fun. It's got a lot of nuance, but it plays very, very smoothly. It's not, you don't have to stop and take a long time. And once you get in the groove, man, it's effortless. You know, it's intuitive. It's like, okay, I know what's going to happen right here. In other words, I know how to look this up, and bunts become fast. Everything becomes quick. You know what happens on a slow grounder. You know what happens on a medium grounder. You know what happens on a fast grounder. And then all of a sudden, sometimes there'll be those things that surprise you. Like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that. I didn't know that was part of the game, you know. So it's a very well thought out game. It's a very, very nice game. As you can see, the cards are very easy to read from my eyesight. All the numbers have separation, so you can read them very easily. And this is a real diamond in the rough. You know, I'm not saying it's the best game ever invented. I'm saying it's a lot of fun for very, you know, a very small investment for a ton of fun. I'm telling you, I bought all his PDF. They only come in PDF. That's the catch. I know a lot of guys don't like that, but that's the nature of the beast. But I bought all his PDFs, and I've really only played what have I played? 2019, and he had the whole 2019 season the day after the season ended, by the way, or the day after the World Series, and 1971. That's the other season. I'm playing the A's in the American League. I'm playing the Mets in the National League. So as you can see, the cards are very, very crisp and clean, and you know, this is like an amalgam of games. It's got a little APA. Simplicity, easy to read cards, you know, straightforward results. It's got a little Stratomatic 50-50, you know, but then it's got a twist. It's like 50-50 with a twist, because then it has like the modern where you get the ballpark card, and plus you get a deep drive section. So doubles and home runs come off the batter card, but they're influenced by how many the pitcher allows. So a real good pitcher is not going to allow a lot of deep drives. So he's not going to allow a lot of doubles and triples and home runs, okay? But whereas a pitcher who gave up a lot of those will have a big deep drive section. He'll constantly look on the batter card. But if he's facing a batter that doesn't hit a lot of home runs or doubles, well, it won't happen, you know. So that's a little third aspect of this, and that's about it. So this is CP Cards and Dice, and take care, guys. Thanks. Mets win it by a score of 2-0. Unfortunately, Seaver pitches a two-hitter, and unfortunately, he loses his no-hit bid with 1 out in the 8th inning. Take care, guys.